Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February, moving into early March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people out there. It is Pisces season, my guides. Talk to me. What do you have for us here in the birthday season? Please and thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces. And while I get this first card out, I just want to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you. I hope either your birthday has been great or it will be in a few days. So let's see what we got. What's going on for the Pisces gang? There we go. Nice. I've been doing a lot of personals for the Pisces out there, and I've been really enjoying our time, my friends. But this is beautiful forward movement energy we're picking up here to start the birthday season off nice and right. And there's been a good energy around, and we'll talk about it in a moment. We have the Fool energy here, which is really good, usually. Okay, there might be some things to take a look at, but before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this Fool card. Now, this card does show up from time to time. Notice we have this lady. She is dressed up like a jester. And if you could see this card a little closer, it literally has different renditions of the Fool towards the bottom. So this card is the full embodiment of the Fool card energy. For some of you, it might be connected to an Aries. You might be on that Aries cusp, right? That's the one that comes right up after Pisces season. I know I'm part of Pisces and Aries gang, so this could be a card for some of us here. But when I see the Fool, I think of good forward momentum. I think of good things to come. This is a card of action. And it's a card of starting a new cycle, starting a new journey. So it makes sense around near your solar return when the sun's in Pisces that you're about to start some sort of new chapter. It really is a beautiful thing. It's jovial, it's happy, it's celebratory, it's very good. But there is a little warning whenever the Fool card shows up. Could be Spirit telling you not to be too spontaneous. So it could be very important for us, Pisceans, to really put things in motion, set a plan, play by the rules, if you kind of get what I'm saying. Don't do anything too spontaneous or too off the wall whenever we have the Fool card. But it is a very, very positive sign for the cycle you're moving into. So we're going to put them down right there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card over here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards into upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. What do we got here for the Pisceans? Please, my guides and spirit team. And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled An Unexpected Action. So someone doing a little something out of the norm. Maybe certain things were popping up that you weren't expecting. That's absolutely possible. I saw someone making a move of some kind, but I will say this, overall, in like the past few weeks, leading up to Pisces season, there's been a pretty solid energy for the collective. Even if you've been going through some rough things, I'd say the overall energy for Pisces for like the past month have looked pretty good. So you might be really getting ready for a good birthday coming up. Let's see what we have for you this week, my friends. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces, please. Guides and spirit team. Thank you. Okay, Tower. All right, we're going to have to see if this is a good tower or not. Okay, it does fit in with the surprise, the shock. And I remember like a while back, there was a string of readings that was going on for like a month where there was like towers in every damn reading. Let's get a couple more. Towers don't always have to be bad. All right, we got the Temperance. Some of you might be in a time of healing, rest, recovery, or something could be getting better. That's good. Let's get one more. Totally opposing energies right here in the front end with the Tower. You could also be very protected and insulated. Okay. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, good. All right, so it does get much calmer towards the end, and that's one thing I do like about this spread, Pisces. But whenever there's a Tower in the mix, we always have to take notice. And it did show up in the Cancer reading as well, so we'll talk about it. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, this is kind of like a tale of two readings when I'm looking at it right now. We have this powerful, intense, shocking Tower. Then we have this calm, cool, serene Temperance card next to it. Then we have this beautiful blessings-filled energy of the Queen of Pentacles. We have fire, we have Scorpio energy, we have earth. So it's like a lot of these things are competing. I'm not too nervous about this Tower just yet. Okay, and remember, I'm in this ride with you. I'm part of the Pisces gang. But let's go through one by one and really start to piece this out and build this reading up. Position number 1, the Tower. Let's talk about it a little more. There's a lot of little nuance into this card as well. Now, yes, it is powerful. It is a card of movement. It's a card of action. It's a card of change and transformation. There's karmic undertones attached. I already mentioned that this could represent Scorpio as well. The Tower could also represent your inner vitality and your libido, things like that, similar to the Ace of Wands, because this is a phallic symbol. So some Pisceans might be burning a little hotter than you normally are. But the main overarching theme with this card is shock, surprise, things that we don't see coming, Spirit hitting the reset button in one way or another. So whether that's in the realm of personal relationships or work, and you name it, it could be any variety of different things. Now, I always say not every tower is a bad tower. This could be a very good surprise or a good unexpected energy. It really depends. And with what I'm picking up as we move through the reading, it very well could be, but it just really depends on what clarifies it. Okay, I always tread lightly whenever a tower shows up, specifically in the first spot, because in the first portion of the reading, we're starting with a bang, literally, when we have a tower. Now, moving to the center, we have Temperance, Archangel Michael depicted on the Temperance card. So once again, I do get this insulated type of energy. So if things are popping off, if things are going crazy, you might have a very strong sense of spiritual protection around you when Archangel Michael is here in the mix. Really good stuff. For a portion of you, it could be a Sagittarius that you're connected to. Aside from the spiritual protection, this is calm, it's peaceful, it's serene, it's very patient. So that's why I said all the other things do still apply. But for some Pisces, you might be in a very healing time, okay? Whether you're healing within yourself or multiple things, there's just a big energy of healing, which I know in spiritual realms, that's an overused term, but it feels real here, like real, tangible, solid healing. So something could be improving and getting better. Either that or you're protected. So we'll see what Temperance has to say. Now, moving to the very back end of this spread, as we put Archangel Michael right back in his spot, we have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles. Now, for a portion of you, this could represent a mother figure. For another portion of you, it could be an earth sign that you're connected to. Not gender specific, of course, but when I see the Queen of Pentacles, I think of Empress type of energy, goddess type of energy, connection to nature and universe itself. When I see this card, I think of possibility and abundance and blessings. This is generally a very good, solid, stable type of card. So when we go from the Tower to this calm period with Temperance to the Queen of Pentacles, something could really start going your way, or something could really start calming down in a very positive way for you. The Queen of Pentacles could also represent money, business, abundance in the material way, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get it going here. What do we got for Pisces, please? What do we got here? Got Towers in birthday season. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Tower now. Really want to get to the abundance on the background as well. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Tower time. Talk to me. Talk to me. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I don't want to call this a win or victory yet, but with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's like something cracking wide open, my friends. So if you've been going through any situation that's been like frustrating, I saw a very similar thing in the Cancer reading. If you've been going through any frustrating situation or something that's like, oh, this is dragging, this is taking forever, something that's been taking a lot of patience, like a situation could completely bust wide open For a portion of you, this could be an explosive situation as well. When I see the Tower with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, okay, well, that went from 0 to 100 super quick. So just watch out in this time. There could be certain situations that really progress very, very fast, okay? Now, we'll see as we go along if that's good or bad. Remember, this is still the energy of shock, which will reverberate throughout the rest of this reading. I just get this explosive possible situation in this Tower cracking things wide open here. With the Four of Pentacles, usually in the upright, notice it's someone holding on to something. It's extremely clamped down. It's not moving whatsoever. In reverse, wide open, okay, with this Tower. So let's keep moving. Once again, I feel like this is very simple, straightforward. I would say beware of like monetary things. Don't spend willy-nilly. Some of you might be making impulse purchases in this time, or watch out for stuff like that when I have this alignment up front. Let's keep moving. I mean, it is your birthday season. If you want to buy something on a whim, you go ahead and do it. Let's keep moving. I have Aries placements. I'm not the best with money. Let's go in on Temperance. See what that's about. Why is it here? But yeah, like I said, something's going to bust wide open for sure. That explosive, shocking energy. So what's up with Temperance? Thank you. Okay, yeah, here's the time of healing. So for some of you, all this stuff that I was seeing here on the back end of like just something going from 0 to 100 super quick, the explosive situation, I feel for some of you, this is something that may have already happened. The Queen of Cups in reverse underneath the Temperance card. Being honest and open about how you feel, accepting your good emotions, accepting your bad ones too, or your negative ones or your harsh ones. Those are all very much valid here. And I feel like some of you need to hear that. Like, don't feel bad about having certain feelings about things. The Queen of Cups is one of our cards, okay? And the fact that she's in reverse under the Temperance card, once again, does speak about that spiritual protection and insulation. But at the same time, this is still healing from this Tower. It is still healing from this explosive or shocking situation right up here in the front. Okay, now I do get an overall sense that whatever this was up here is going to end well. There's going to be a good end result. But here in the center, Temperance with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it's like, take some time and be kind to yourself. That it's okay. Don't feel bad about feeling certain things. And there is this recovery period, whether that's you in general or how someone's feeling towards you. We're not going to overcomplicate it. Once again, these messages are coming through very simple and straightforward. I really want to get to the Queen of Pentacles and see how this all wraps up. Okay? But that is a big indicator of the Pisces collective here in the center. And maybe you're starting to feel better. Maybe you're starting to feel good. Starting to come back around in one way or another, which is really nice. But let's see what that Queen of Pentacles has to say. Notice we're getting themes now. We got double queens. We have 2 major arcana. We have 2 pentacle cards. So let's go. Why is this Queen of Pentacles? Whoa, quick. That card popped out super quick. Okay. And almost on cue, my friends, we have the 2 of Swords, the card of mystery in the upright underneath this Queen of Pentacles. For a very small portion of, yeah, maybe you are going through a situation where it feels a little confusing. It could be a little nerves about the future. I don't feel like that for everybody. But this is one of my biggest cards of mystery right here. And underneath a card of blessings and abundance like that, it could all link in. It could all link together that this could be a shocking, unexpected, or even surprising winner victory. I know I'm using big, broad strokes here, but I have to because there's a lot of Pisces going through a lot of different things. But the Queen of Pentacles, the blessings and abundance and business-minded acumen of her with the mystery of the 2 of Swords is just telling me, like, listen, when you get to the end of this, you will be surprised at the blessings and wins that you got coming in. It's just really lovely, okay? Even though it feels a little chaotic here, maybe it doesn't have to be, right? Maybe it's meant for a reason, whatever this is. So we're just going to go through and recap it. I don't feel like I need to overcomplicate it. Now, sometimes the 2 of Swords, it could represent indecision, like not knowing what to do or what way to go and thinking about things over and over and over again. Don't get trapped up in that realm. And this time, I do feel like some of you need to hear that. Don't get caught up into the overthinking or thinking something into the ground. I feel for the vast majority of Pisces here, once again, shocking win or victory or an unexpected one, surprising. You know all the terms. So let's go through and do a quick recap. I like what I'm feeling, especially towards the end. But let's go through, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, Pisces, Position number 1, we are starting with a literal bang here. We have the Tower clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I did say, to me, this felt like something just cracking wide open. So whether it's a explosive situation or a shocking situation where something goes from like 0 to 100, it just escalates very quickly, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. This could be a very good shock or surprise, especially with how it ends here in the back. Now, for a portion of you, this could represent a tower that you've actually already dealt with, a fallout of some sort or a shock, because in the center, we have Temperance with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you might be in a time of healing right now, and that's okay. You might be processing things still, or just recovering in one way or another. Just also note that you are spiritually insulated and protected here. It's a really good type of vibe and energy. Don't feel bad about feeling certain things. Don't feel bad about feeling strong feelings. Moving to the very back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Swords in the upright. I did say, yeah, maybe some of you are stuck on a very specific thought loop, or you're trying to decide something. That doesn't feel like the main message. I feel like you don't even know the blessings that are coming down the pipeline for you, Pisces. Like, this is unexpected or shocking win and victory type of energy right here, where it's like, okay, I never would have guessed here that it would end up here. It's just so beautiful on the back end, the energy it's making me feel. So please take a screenshot of that. I would at the very least claim that. I know people don't like to have towers in their life, but let's see what's happening. Let's shuffle it up one time here. We'll see what we got in the shadows for Pisces. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, I always like to end off every reading with a shadow card just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. The shadow card doesn't always have to be a challenge, okay? And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Let's get it going. What do we got here in the shadows for Pisces? Thank you. Four of Cups, the thinking. All right, so maybe that message does resonate for more Pisces than I thought it would when I was talking about this Two of Swords. We have the Four of Cups in the shadows here, very, very active mind. Now, if you watch my readings on a regular basis, you know that we always get cards like this for water signs, specifically Pisces. Everyone knows that we're the dreamers of the zodiac, very intense, vivid imaginations. And the Four of Cups is absolutely highlighting that. For some Pisces, this could be a time where you're retreating into your own mental world a little bit, or your imagination is going full go, full bore. So this card, the advice it always gives is like, yeah, don't overthink, or don't stay in this land too long. But if it's something you need, don't feel bad about it, right? Like, what's wrong with a little escapism from time to time? Life can be a little crazy. And I mean, I get it. I'm part of the collective myself, so I totally get the little escapism that we all kind of need as Pisces from time to time. But it is showing up here in the shadows for some of you. Yeah, once again, this could be a thought that you're trying to suppress, something that you're trying to not think about as well. But I also have to give the message that Spirit could be saying, like, Pisces, you need to release this in one way or another, whether it's through creativity or just acceptance. Take that if that hits for you, but just a very active mind here. But yeah, Pisces, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please feel free to go over to my website, mastermetaphysics.com, to check out my digital calendar. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks, and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot suits, which one vibes with your energy the best? Is it the Wands, Pentacles, Cups, or Swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.